from the UK. My name is Jeff, as you just said. And I'm an artist that creates works with pen. Everything you see here is created using nothing but pen onto canvas, and the works are inspired by traveling. So things like architecture, nature, landscapes, pop culture, history, mythology, and then perspective links all of my work together. So I've been drawing since I was a kid. I was one of those kids who was doodling at the back of a science class when I was meant to be learning something else. So I've always had a passion for art from a very, very young age, and sort of continued that through my school and college and university years. Travelled though for many years and always did the art for myself. However, it was in 2012 when I was living in New Zealand where I first started selling and making my art full time. Through default, it was more of I stumbled upon it as, there's an opportunity to sell my art through a local artisan market or a gallery, and I noticed I was getting some good responses and some sales, and it got to the point where I realised I could do this full time. I've been doing it full time ever since. So I'll show you a print here of a piece that I made 10 years ago. This is of Hong Kong, pretty much 10 years ago to this very month, but the original did sell a month later in this very hotel at the Asian Contemporary Art Show in 2015. And that was one of my first sort of big sales on an original piece, which kind of solidified the idea that I can do this as a full-time artist on an international level. And that's kind of what started me on the journey of doing international art shows. But with your question, that the work was more of a traditional pen and ink, black and white style, and it is now a lot more colourful. That's just showing the evolution of my style. This kind of relates to my days when I was traveling a lot. I had nothing but a backpack and a sketchbook and a pen on me, just one colour, black. And it's easy to travel with that. So that's kind of why a lot of my earlier works were predominantly black and white. And then I started to introduce elements of colour over the years. And then about 5 years ago, I started to create pieces in full colour, which is like some of the ones you can see here. So international shows have definitely allowed me to showcase my limited and original works on a much bigger scale, and that's where they've been most heavily respected, and the response has been great in terms of sales, exposure, and of course that bigger, wider market that necessarily I wouldn't get, say, from just posting on the social pages or through newsletters or advertising locally. Doing international shows has allowed me to become an international artist in the flesh, not just online. There's always opportunity out there for all artists, you know, whether they're starting their career at the age of 14 or 44. I think there's always an opportunity to have their work seen. I think they've ultimately got to accept that, you know, art is subjective, and therefore not everyone will relate to their work, and therefore don't feel too bad if it doesn't get well received by some people, because it's not going to be for everyone. I have to accept it with my art, it's not for everybody, but the people that do like it, because ultimately people are going to love the fact that you're putting your art, your skill, your talent out there for them to see and sharing that.